the Atma, the soul. It is the natural lover of the Supreme Beloved. We have learned that this world, it is made of Maya, in the sense that it is material. It is the abode of Ajnani, where we are ignorant of our true self. We haven't experienced this pure relationship of divine love. It is a place of hardship and suffering. And yet, hearing of the divine, the Yogmaya of Radha Krishna, and of the material, the Maya, where we live and we are experienced here, we know the difficulties that confront us. Still, we are here. We're still rotating in Maya, and we don't want to. If you ask somebody, do you want infinite divine love of Radha Krishna? Or do you want the impermanent human body with all the associated sufferings and all the other species that you can rotate in? Which would you choose? That's a no-brainer. I'll take Radha Krishna, thank you. Okay, so what's the problem? Someone once asked Maharaji, how long does this take? How long do I have to be a devotee for? As if Maharaji would say, 3 months, 4 days. Of course, his reply came back, it takes as long as you want it to take. Huh? As long as I want it to take? You mean I can get on with this and do it straight away? Yes, you can. And there's a pause, silent pause. Once Narad was on earth, Narad Muni. He was walking through a village and he heard a family of devotees in their house crying for Krishna. So Narad thought, Sri Krishna is surely going to come. Listen to that. And he waited. But Sri Krishna didn't come. And they continued their crying. So he went to see Sri Krishna, respectfully, because, his history with Krishna can be a little bit rough. He didn't want a monkey head, etc. So he said, I'm sure you're aware, trying to phrase this nicely, but there are devotees on earth right now, and they're crying for you, but you didn't go. Respectfully, may I ask why not? Sri Krishna smiled and said, they're not really ready for me. They're not crying for me. But they are. Not yet. Tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. You go down on earth and tell them that just 7 miles away, I'm waiting. I'll be there. Just 7 miles, and I'll be there. You go and tell them. And so Narad thought, that's great. And he went down and he said in modern language, listen up, everybody. Sri Krishna is 7 miles from here. You imagine you're in a gated community somewhere here in Duluth, and a Baba walks through, ringing a bell. Get up, get up. Sri Krishna's 7 miles down the road. Come on. Can you imagine everybody? Oh, just a minute, just a minute. Running outside, some with their dressing gowns on and some with their, piece of toast in their hand. Where? Follow me. How many do you think? Now let's just suppose a few looked at Narad instead of hearing this, and they looked at him and they thought, my goodness, he really, really looks extraordinary. He looks like a great divine personality. I believe him. I'm coming. And so a gathering got together and they started to walk with Narad down the Duluth highway. But now Maya, Mother Maya, you know she is the maidservant of Krishna, and it's her job to make sure whether you're qualified or not. You are coming into this country, you know, the border security. Who are you? Show me your passport. Where have you come from? How long are you going to be here for? Do you have a ticket out of here? Have you got enough money? Who are you staying with? What's their address? This is just political stuff. But Maya, she has the job to control all of this material nature. And when souls, she thought to herself, they can't just walk 7 miles down the road and immediately realize God without any examination, without any qualification. So she thought, okay, let them go. I'll see. Let me see. I'll put little examinations along the way. So you know the story, I'm sure. After the first mile, there was a pile of, say, 50-cent coins, a lunar pile. And some members in the entourage following Narad saw all these 50-cent coins and thought, my goodness me. So they turned around and started going this way, and Narad said, hey, where are you going? And they said, just going to get our wheelbarrows. We'll load up our wheelbarrows, put them in the car, all those coins, and then we'll catch you up. Narad said, okay. And then the second mile, of course, Maya arranged another. I mean, what? A brand new Tesla? I don't know. You know? Come in. I've got joy, unlimited joy inside this. Come in. Well, you know what? I think I'll get in. And Narad taps on the window. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, what are you doing in the Tesla? Get out. Tell you what, I just go and park it in my garage. And then I'll catch you up. It's only 7 miles. I'm an athlete. I can catch you up. Narad goes, and the third mile, I mean, how good is my imagination? I don't know. Chocolate-dipped ice cream and nuts. 4th mile, 5th mile. In other words, what do you want? It's easy. What's in your heart and mind that is not godly? What do you want? I want to be the CEO. I want to be a dancer. I'm not looking at you in particular. Martha's eyes. Me? I don't want to be a dancer. But there is something you want, absolutely something you want, and it will make you pause on this road. And eventually Narad turned up to Sri Krishna with nobody. Because there was a time frame. I'm going to be here for a certain period. But nobody turned up. No one. And when the person asked Sri Maharaji, our Guru, how long does it take? The answer was, it depends on your desire. If you say, I'm really absolutely determined, above all else, to love and devote and realize the loving relationship with Sri Radha Krishna to make them happy, then nothing's going to stop you. Nothing. Sri Maharaji's hand will be on your back, and he will be ushering you when you come to a slope, which is bud, a sanskar that makes your mind a little bit agitated. His hand will help you go up. He will guide you. This situation is called Shraddha, faith, Vishwas, belief. And to get to that point, requires effort. Of course it does. But this satsang, I was talking earlier to the young ones about having fertile soil and water and sunlight and putting the seed in the right environment, and then the seed will germinate. If you took the same seed and you put it on a hard rock, there's no way that seed's going to germinate. It cannot, impossible. And so your spiritual seed can only germinate in loving devotional thoughts of the divine. And satsang, as we have here, is the place for that to happen. And moreover, you don't know. You don't know about your own sanskar. You don't know about what's coming. And a day will come when you are eligible to elevate in your spiritual life, but you're not in satsang, you're somewhere else. Being in satsang is to make yourself eligible to grow. It is the way to grow. And there are satorical moments, moments in your life where you can make solid progress if you're in the right place at the right time. Satsang. You all know about Valmiki. Did you know? I never signed on for this. I never agreed to this. What you've done is your responsibility and yours alone. This was like a bucket of cold water over Valmiki's head. He suddenly looked at his wife and saw her for the first time. Saw what he was been doing with his life for the first time. He realized, what a fool I have been. In that moment, he woke up. That's when he went to the Guru. And the Guru said, sit here and say, Mara Mara. And he had faith in the Guru. And he progressed and became a saint in that life. Having Satsanga, the association of Sat, of the Guru, of Radha Krishna, of like-minded souls, is priceless. Another story many of you will definitely know. Maharaji said once, he said at the time of speaking, he said 65 years ago, and that was probably 10 or more years previous that he said 65 years ago. He said, I was a very strange Baba. I hadn't even become the Jagat Guru. And I used to go to people's houses and I would wear whatever they gave me, whatever they gave me to wear, I would wear. I ate, they had to feed me with their hands because I would be going in and out of bhav, devotional state. And I would suddenly get up and leave a house and go somewhere else. Nobody knew when I would turn up, how long I would stay. A very unusual Baba. I didn't have long hair, short hair. Didn't wear the robes, just anything I wore. And one day a High Court judge invited me to his home to give a discourse. And in those days, sometimes I would start speaking at 8 o'clock at night with my eyes closed, and I would speak till 4 o'clock in the morning non-stop, eyes closed, speaking. And then when I'd finished my talk, I opened my eyes to see, is anybody still here? Some would leave while I'm talking. And so on this occasion, I was invited by the High Court judge to give a talk. And the brother of the High Court judge happened to also be staying there at the same time. And he couldn't stand Babas, spiritual people. They're all charlatans, you know. They're knuckly. They just don't listen to them. They talk nonsense. And so the brother was angry at the High Court judge for inviting this strange-looking fellow into the house. And so there was a gathering of about 35 people. Sri Maharaji was here. There was a doorway and a hallway outside the doorway. And this brother, in annoyance, was pacing up and down, angry at what his brother was doing, inviting such a person. And Maharaji said, I was aware of his agitation, the wanton walk, his arrogance and pride. So he said, I started speaking on this occasion for about a couple of hours. And as I was talking, the brother, who was so angry, started slowing down because he was listening to my words. And he started to think, oh my goodness, actually, he may look strange, but I've never heard such things in my life. And eventually, he came to a stop in the doorway and just listened to Maharaji. Maharaji finished his talk, and this brother, tears in his eyes, came and pranamed to Maharaji and reached out to touch his feet, and Maharaji pulled his own feet back and touched his feet. The brother was shocked. He said, what are you touching? Profoundly, he could hardly breathe. And Maharaji said it was like somebody physically picked him up and threw him at Maharaji's feet. He flew through the air and just landed at Maharaji's feet and held on to him with tears flowing from his eyes. And Maharaji said in that moment, he surpassed the High Court judge in the terms of devotion. His devotion took on such a profound state. And similarly, we don't know, the Maharaji, he says it's like the Guru draws a big X on the ground and says, dig here. If you dig here, not for mukti, not for power and wealth and all that, dig here for surrender, grace, and the divine love of Radha Krishna. Just dig here. And keep digging. You don't know when you're going to strike the treasure. You don't know. So you dig. But if you stop digging, because you're not, you say in the beginning, oh, my arms, I'm not strong enough for this. Well, of course, you haven't trained, have you? But you keep practicing, that you get stronger. Excuse me. And as you get stronger in your digging, your faith increases. And one day, you will find the treasure. Because you're in satsang. Many think I'll be just walking down the street one day and suddenly I'll get this bolt of lightning from the divine government and I'll be God realized without doing anything. I'll just suddenly think, God exists, realize God and my job is done. Not like that. You know it's not like that. You have to apply yourself. But how about this scenario? You take a couple of shovels out where the treasure's buried, and then having taken the couple of shovels out, you then put the shovels back. You dig out a quantity of dirt, and then you turn around and immediately put the quantity of dirt back and pack it down. And say, I'll come back at a later time and start again. And you come back at a later time, and you dig a quantity of dirt out, and then before you leave, you say, I'll just put that quantity back again. You will never progress. What is this putting the dirt back? It's going back into your habitual way of thinking. Going back into the world and doing what you do every day without feeling the divine presence of Radha Krishna and Guru with you. You forget them completely. And so your mind gets into negativity, into criticism, into anger, into jealousy, into avarice. That's like putting the earth back again. But if you come to satsang regularly, what's going to happen is, as you hear the words of our Sri Maharaji, as you hear the timeless wisdom of the Vedas and the Bhagavatam, your heart's going to soften, purify. And one day, well, you just don't realize it. You're slowly, slowly getting intoxicated in the name of Radha, Krishna and Guru. Week after week, you're strengthening that. You're taking it seriously because you've heard, okay, right, I get it. The world, you can offer me this and offer me that and offer me that, but if you said, have this but not God realization, I would say to you, no way, none. You keep it. I don't want it. Radha Krishna, their eternal Sayor, is my goal. If I have a Tesla, fine, but that's not why I live. No. Nothing wrong in driving in that. It's just made of material matter. What is it? Nothing. Everybody has to get somewhere. But if your aim is devotion and surrender and grace, then what goes on in terms of your prarabdha karma, what materiality you have or don't have, don't stress about it. Doesn't matter, because you are focused on the right thing. And that focus comes initially from association, sangha. There is satsang and kusang. Satsang is this. Kusang is forgetting this. And so the story of Narad and this testing every mile is just to inform you, what is the reason for my living? Why am I here? What do I want? And coming here tells you, explains to you clearly. Sri Maharaji, he speaks so directly, so clearly. He doesn't patronize, he doesn't fluff, he just says it directly, and he delivers it without ego. He just tells you, oh Murk, oh foolish mind, why are you running after things that have got no joy, no happiness at all? Why are you living here as if you're going to always be in this body? You won't, it'll expire. What is the eternal nature? The Atma and its relationship with the Paramatma, and its power of love is manifest as the divine supreme form of Radha Krishna. And all you have to do is desire them for their happiness. Make that the pole star of your life, the reason why you breathe. And Maharaji says there's two things you must do. Rup Dhyan, the divine form of Radha, Krishna and Guru. And second is to accept they live in their name. Radha lives in her name. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, let's start from this point. Krishna says Radha. He takes the name Radhe. Krishna takes the name Radhe. Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva take the name of Krishna. And all of the souls who want to be liberated take the name of Shankarji. Radha's name, she lives in her name. And if you go Radhe, Radhe, and accept that she's in her name and visualize their forms with you, that's the job, that's it. And slowly your attachment from kusang, from the world, that will just slowly leave you. And your attachment to Radha Krishna will deepen and strengthen and strengthen. And so coming to sadhana, satsang, you can come once a week. Most of you do, I suspect. My advice would be come more than once a week. Accelerate the process. Do sadhana at home. play, there are many short, beautiful talks of Sri Maharaji now that remind you, like resetting your brain every day. Okay, that's right. All right, be humble. Do Rup Dhyan. Radha is in her name. This human life can end at any moment. The human body is the most precious of all. Yes, divine love is the aim of every jiv. There's a little talk. And the recordings that we have of Radha's name, Krishna, Guru, they all are satsanga. So you practice at home, and then you come here as often as you can, and then as you jump in your car, as your office or wherever you be, you do Rup Dhyan. And then the question of how long will it take me to realize the divine? Not long at all. That's the point now. So this is gold. You don't know when you're going to get a lift, when your sanskars align, when Sri Krishna looks upon you and says, your heart is softening and purifying, I'll give you a devotional experience. And then you will feel inspired. Oh, I felt the tears and the heat of love in my heart. You'll feel humble, and you'll also feel like you're being embraced by the divine beloveds. This is how it is. So take it and come. What else is there to do? Haven't we done it all already? Haven't you been to all the restaurants and cinemas and travelled internationally and raised your family and had your job and ups and downs and around and about? This is the final frontier, as Captain Kirk would say. This is the time to finish with Maya, cross it. This is the moment now. The greatest guru in the history of life, Jagat Guru Tam, his perfume is still in the room. That's how recent he was here, and he is here, living through Siddheshwari Devi, the Pracharaks, through the Rup Dhyan, the Guru Dham in India. Everything is here for you. Embrace this opportunity. Just turn up. Listen to what is being explained to you. Do your best in your Rup Dhyan and your Seva, and see for yourself how much your life will change. So that's the finish of my talk. I'll ask Carmen to do a kirtan. I believe Bhok is in another 10 minutes or so. So let us practice now Rup Dhyan, offering of our heart, body, mind and soul. Ladli Lal Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna राधे 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 राधे
जय हो राधे राधे
जय हो राधे राधे
जय हो राधे राधे
जय हो राधे राधे
प्यारी प्यारी राधे राधे
प्यारी प्यारी राधे राधे
बरसाने वाली राधे राधे
बरसाने वाली राधे राधे
बरसाने वाली राधे राधे
बरसाने वाली राधे राधे
मोरी भाई राधे राधे
भोरी भारी राधे राधे
स्वामिनी राधे राधे
स्वामिनी राधे राधे
मेरी प्यारी राधे राधे
ओ मेरी प्यारी राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे 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 राधे
राधे
जय
राधे
हो
राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
श्री
राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
जय राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे
जय
राधे
हो
राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
लाडली लाल की जय। We'll offer bhog now. In the book, the small book, page number 20 in English. Please take the book. And in Hindi, it's on page 7. अब नार तरसाओ रसिया, आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया। अब नार तरसाओ रसिया, आओ यद्यपि यह सच है नहीं तुम कहा,
यद्यपि यह सच है नहीं तुम कहा,
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया,
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया,
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया।
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया,
तदपि भाववश ब्रज छछिया लगी, चोरी करत फिर्यो रसिया।
तदपि भाववश ब्रज छछिया लगी, चोरी करत फिर्यो रसिया,
चोरी करत फिर्यो रसिया।
चोरी करत फिर्यो रसिया,
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया,
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया,
भाव भरा केले का छिलका,
भाव भरा केले का छिलका,
विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया,
विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया,
विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया। श्याम
विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया,
भावहीन दुर्योधन व्यंजन, नहीं टुक मन भायो रसिया।
भावहीन दुर्योधन व्यंजन, नटुक मन भायो रसिया,
नहीं टुक मन भायो रसिया।
नहीं टुक मन भायो रसिया,
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया। श्याम
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया,
जो रस शबरी के जूठे मुख,
रस शबरी के झूठे मुख,
बेर खाय पायो रसिया,
बेर खाय पायो रसिया,
बेर खाय पायो रसिया।
बेर खाय पायो रसिया,
जनकपुरी के राज भोग मह, सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया।
जनकपुरी के राज भोग महा, सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया,
सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया।
सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया,
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया,
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया,
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया,
हाँ मानत हाँ भावहीन हाँ,
हो मानत हो भावहीन हो,
पैसुनु खरी खरी रसिया,
सुनो खरी खरी रसिया,
पैसुनु खरी खरी रसिया।
सुनो खरी खरी रसिया,
कत कृपालु पय पियो पूत नहीं, याते अब आ जाओ रसिया।
कत कृपालु पाय पियो पूत नहीं, रसिया हो रसिया 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 मेरे मन बसिया आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया शाम आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया बोलिए श्याम रसिया की रासेश्वरी राधा रानी की
Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe everyone. Once again, welcome to Yugal Kunj and welcome back to all of the Gurukul parents and the students. Welcome back once again for the 4th year of Gurukul. Summer ended and I want to give applause to all of the parents who supported the summer camp as well as the kids that came to summer camp. Just the high-level stats, we had a 9-week-long summer camp that we hosted here in Yugal Kunj. We served 170 individual kids. We had over 100 volunteers, including teenagers as well as adults, who came and supported 9 straight weeks of summer camp. So it's amazing, amazing efforts led by Yugal Kunj. So I want to give a round of applause to everyone who came and supported. Thank you. We'll keep doing it again and again every single year in summer. Gurukul began, as I said, Gurukul is for kids age 5 to 14. We serve kids from kindergarten all the way to 7th grade. I know a lot of new parents are here. Some of you who have not registered yet, please do so. Registration window is still open. Just want to highlight what your kids will be learning this year in Gurukul if you haven't had a chance to meet the teacher. So in kindergarten, the kids will be learning the moral stories based on Hindu scriptures. 1st grade, the kids will be learning Krishna's Leela. 2nd grade, Saints of India. 3rd grade, they will be learning Ramayan, highly complex. 4th grade, Mahabharat, even more complex. And 5th and 6th grade will learn about Bhagavad Gita. The 7th and above grades will learn the essence of Vedic knowledge. And I just found out today that the teenagers who already graduated Gurukul, there is a class that's put together for the teenagers where they will come together and work on projects, community projects, where they will go out and serve the community. Of course, they will learn about the culture and the religion and the Vedic knowledge. They'll attend the satsang every now and then, but their primary focus for this semester will be on community service. So they'll come together and come up with new projects where they will be serving the community. Once I hear more about the finalized projects, I'll communicate so you guys are also aware. Some of the other classes, some of you may be aware, the HYC classes are Harmony Youth Center. In addition to the Gurukul, we also offer harmonium, dholak, Sanskrit, as well as Hindi classes. And then the HYC, we are starting a new series called Sports Series Basketball, where the children will learn about self-confidence, discipline. They'll learn to have fun. Not that they don't, but they will have more fun. Make friends, fitness, health, and teamwork. This is for elementary school until middle school. So the classes will be on Saturdays early in the morning. A new class offered this year, which is sewing. How to sew and alter clothes, which will be also on Saturdays from 10:30 till 11:30. We have yoga and pranayam, which a lot of you are familiar with. So if you want to register, please do so. Those classes are offered on Thursdays. Bollywood fitness for the ladies fitness classes, they're on Tuesdays. And also kids Bollywood classes are offered on Sunday. And soon we'll start our own Kathak classes on the premises, sometime starting September. So it's actually a new dance school that's actually started on, will start on the premises, led by Anurag. But yeah, so a lot of the new classes, please take the opportunity. The flyers are available outside if you want to learn more about, and if you have not registered your kids, please do so today. In addition, a lot of new programs coming. This is now the season, primary season for all of the Hindu festivals that are going to start. It will start with Rakshabandhan coming next week, and then Janmashtami. So Janmashtami will be on Saturday, August the 24th. Just 2 short weeks left. We need everyone here. If you are going to be here, and if you can spare extra time, and if you can support, please do so. We need all the volunteer help. You can come reach me, and I can guide you where you can support. So August 24th, Janmashtami celebration will be on Saturday from 6:30 p.m. all the way till midnight. We'll celebrate Janma Divas of Krishna, and then celebration all the way until 1 o'clock. Dahi Handi, cultural program, everything is on the agenda. More to come next week. Also, Mela, our annual Mela, which is the 4th year. This is our inaugural Mela that we do every single year. It will be on August 31st until, well, 2 days, August 31st and September 1st on Saturday and Sunday. So please join us. The Mela will be from 4 to 9. The first day of the Mela will be Voice of Atlanta, where the kids will be singing. And then the second day will be the cultural program. So please join us for all of those events. More events coming, but I think this is enough for now. Radhasmi is also coming. Ganesh Chaturthi is coming, but I don't want to bombard you with all this announcement. All of the flyers are going to be available outside for you to get more information on. I already introduced Bhaiya, Govindananda Bhaiya. He came all the way from Australia. He's been with us since Thursday, and he will be leaving today. If you would like to speak to him, he will be seated outside if you have any additional questions. Bhaiya led us through wonderful, wonderful discourse today. It touched my heart. The simple stories that I've heard before, but the way he communicated and exemplified, they were absolutely beautiful. And Carmen, thank you for leading us through wonderful kirtan today. So anyway, Bhaiya will be seated outside. If you have additional questions, you can talk to him. He'll speak to you. And as everybody knows, our pracharaks of Jagat Guru Kripalu Parishad, they travel all around the world to share the knowledge of Hindu scriptures that Maharaj Ji guided. And they need your support. So that's through Seva, the monetary support. So if you can support him, please do so. He travels all around the world. So you can support his travel as well as his tours. I think that's all the announcements I have. We'll stand for Aarti.
We'll sing Radha Krishna Aarti and Shri Ram Aarti.
आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। दुहुन सिर कनक मुकुट झलके, दुहुन श्रुति कुंडल भल हलके, दुहुन दृग प्रेम सुधा छलके। चसीले बैन रसीले नैन, गसीले सैन, दुहुन मैनन मनहारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। दुहुने दृग चितवनी परवारी, दुहुनी लट लटकनी छवि नारी, दुहुन हो मटकनी अति प्यारी। रसन मुख पान हसन मुस्कान, रसन दम कान, दुहुन बेसर छवि नारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। एक उर पीतांबर हरे, एक उर नीलांबर लहरे, दुहुन उर लरमोतिन छहरे। कंगनन खनक किंकिनी झनक, नूपुरन भनक, रुन रुन झुन धुनि प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। एक सिर मोर मुकुट राजे, एक सिर चुनरी छवि छाजे, दुहुन सिर तिरछे भल भ्राजे। संग ब्रज बाल लाडली लाल, बाह गलडाल कृपालु दुहुन मृगचारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। श्री राम श्री राम, श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भजु मन, हरण भव भय दारुणम। नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर, कंज पद कंजारुणम। श्री राम कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील, नीरद सुंदरम पटपीत मानहु तडित रुचि शुचि। नौमि जनक सुतावरम पटपीत मानहु तडित रुचि शुचि। नौमि जनक सुतावरम। श्री राम भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश, दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनम। रघुनंद आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदनम। चन्द दशरथनन्दनं श्रीराम श्रीराम शिरमुकुट कुण्डलतिलक चारु उदार अङ्गविभूषणम् आजानुभुज शरचापधर सङ्ग्रामजित हरदूषणम् आजानुभुज शरचापधर सङ्ग्रामजित हरदूषणम् श्रीराम श्रीराम इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेष मुनिमनरञ्जनं मम हृदय कञ्जनिवास कुरु कामादिखलदलगञ्जनं मम हृदय कञ्जनिवास कुरु कामादिखलदलगञ्जनं श्रीराम श्रीराम श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजो मन हरण भव भयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुख कर कञ्जपद कञ्जारुणं श्रीराम 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 श्रीराम। बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की, लाडली लाल की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की, श्री युगल कुंज की जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।
Radhe Radhe, please help us maintain silence in this hall. Absolutely no talking here. Please come take Aarti and Prashad from Bhaiya. One announcement I have, this coming Saturday, I believe is on the 17th, we will have an open house sort of volunteer day where we are inviting all the volunteers, whether you can help just for half hour, 1 hour, or 6 hours. We're inviting each and every one of you, kids including, to come help volunteer. We're going to have tons and tons of planning activities for Mela as well as Janmashtami. So from kitchen to setting up the tents and the decoration to cutting vegetables. There's so many activities that's going to be happening here on Yugal Kunj, in Yugal Kunj on Saturday. So remember that day from 7 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. So you can come any time in between and bring your friends as well. Radhe Radhe.
Hari Bol.